Hello there, this is H3101 here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm starting a new series where I rant about stuff. So, before we get into that though, I'm going to tell you that you need to subscribe because we're only 8 away from 100. Subscribe. While you're doing that, hit the like button. That needs to be liked as well. So anyway, let's get in. First of all, when you say no one wants lockdown to happen, you are wrong. There are people that want lockdown. There are people who enjoy being in lockdown. There are people who enjoy not being able to talk to people, not being able to socialize, and being able to stay at home all day without having to go outside very much. That is epic for a lot of people, including me, which is why I like lockdown. And there's nothing you can do to make me change my mind because lockdown is epic. Think about it. You can learn whatever you want. You don't have to stay to the school stuff because you're not going to school. So you can say nah to the school stuff and actually start learning stuff. So you can do your own thing, which is good because then you can learn faster. Also, something else. You don't have to socialize. Yeah, that is very epic. Not socializing, good. Socializing, bad. Now, most people in the world are extroverts, or are more extroverted. Most people are ambiverted, but they align to the more extroverted side. There are a lot less introverts than extroverts and ambiverts. So that means that society So that means society favours extroverted people more, people who are able to socialise and talk to people a lot, and not the people that can't do that and can easily just sit at home all day and work on something. Do you want to know how Newton came up with the theory of gravity? He was completely isolated from everyone else for 2 years, and then he just came up with the theory of gravity and developed calculus and stuff like that. So he did that whilst not having the ability to socialize with people. Isn't that amazing? There are some people in the world that aren't like you. There are some people in the world who do better when they're not around people. There are some people in the world who enjoy being able to not see people. Now, when you go out of lockdown for this short period, because there's going to be a second wave, I can guarantee that. When you do go out of lockdown, if you're an extrovert, think about how lockdown made you feel. Okay, now think about talking like an introvert who is being talked to, who has had enough and wants to just relax. If you think about those two in the same thing, that is how an introvert feels when you try to talk to them most of the time. So, yeah, respect people who aren't like you. Because as an introvert, I completely understand that extroverts will want to talk to other people, and I also understand that I do not want to talk to other people. Therefore, not being around other people is probably going to be the best solution because if you're around extroverts, they're going to want to talk to you. But if you're by yourself, there's no people to worry about, which is epic for me. Also, during lockdown, people like me have been able to learn a lot now. So, I've been able to teach myself C++, calculus, topology, quantum mechanics, complex numbers, statistics, stuff like that. Lots of other stuff. during lockdown? Why have I been able to learn all this stuff when it takes me it takes a teacher 3 years to teach you everything in Key Stage 3 maths? Or 2 years for me, but yeah, 2 years. And then it's apparently supposed to take 3 years to teach, or 2 years to teach the GCSE course. When I learnt the GCSE course in 4 months or something like that. How does that work? How am I able to do that so easily when I'm at home without having to go to school? But then when I have to go to school, I barely learn anything compared to what I'm learning in lockdown. Basically, lockdown good, school bad. For me, at least, and for other people, because there are other people that find it easier in lockdown. I can also do stuff I want to do. Surprisingly, I do not like to go outside. I don't mind going outside when there's no people there, but going outside when there are people there is terrible. You're walking on the pavement and they're coming at you from the other direction and they don't move. They're not social distancing. I'm the only person that does it. Why am I the only person that does it? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to not be selfish and give you the not second wave when I want a second wave. And then these people that don't want the second wave are just not social distancing at all. It's complete hypocrisy. If you want to not have a second wave and not have lockdown, then just social distance, you stupid idiot. If you don't want lockdown, then you just social distance, you stupid frickalix. It's why, why, why? Just don't just please social distance if you want to not be in lockdown. But I'm not going to complain anymore because I want lockdown and I don't care as long as I am inside. And as long as I don't get the virus, it's perfectly fine. Unless we have to go back to school, in which case, yeah, I want the virus. But otherwise, yeah, it's completely fine. Also, I need to ask the question. Why? Why are people using Zoom? Why? Why? You could have used Skype, you could have used Discord. These things that everyone was using before. Why Zoom? Some questionable, some unknown app with questionable security. You're now using this app which requires for meetings it requires passwords. That's the most stupid idea you can have because if you type the password wrong, you go into a different meeting. Why are people using that? Discord has dedicated servers where you can have all the people that you want. You can put them in the server, and then you can have a voice video chat where you can give permissions for certain people to join, and they can join. Like what? Why? Why do you use Zoom? You can do that. Discord is much better. It's much easier. You just do it once and then it's set. But with Zoom, you have to set it up every time that you want to do something. Like, why do you use Zoom? You're stupid. You're mentally insane. Why? Also, coming on to something else, I just hate TikTok. Why? Like, I know I just hate I hate it. I know why people use it and stuff because some people like doing weird, stupid dances, and some people like watching people do weird, stupid dances, like mostly children. But then you have all these boomers doing the same thing. Why? Like, I'm very disappointed in my generation because it's mainly us and the generation below us who are using TikTok, and I'm very disappointed in Generation Z I mean, like, why? Just why? Uh, Can someone explain to me the point of TikTok? I understand how it would work, but it's the goddamn community that's so stupid. Uh, how is it that you can flail your arms around or something and think to like mine diamonds or something like that, and then you can become a millionaire? What is that? It's stupid. And then someone can go record their reaction to that, and then they become a millionaire. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Why? Why can't you just not do that? Why? Uh, it's- but thankfully, it might get banned soon. Epic, because it's a Chinese spyware app apparently now, and that's true because it does spy on you. But that is also quite stupid in some ways because Facebook also spies on you in basically in very similar ways. Also, TikTok is specifically designed so that you you first do very well and then like you become addicted and you want to do well. And it does this by making your first post be recommended to everyone. But then your next few posts will not get recommended to as many people. So you'll be constantly using the app to try and get on to the top again. Basically, it's designed in like this really malicious way where it can get you addicted to it and then spy on you. Yeah, it's much more malicious than anything like YouTube or something. YouTube is also quite stupid, but yeah. And I want to say, why am I forced to go to a 5.5 hour social gathering in the middle of just at the end of the first wave of a pandemic, going to someone's house who has had the virus, probably, like 4 or 5 months ago, they've had the virus at the beginning, and their immunity is about to wear off. Why do we go to their house, and then when I am done, when I've run out of my social energy, my half an hour's worth of stuff that got charged up, why then am I forced to talk to people? Like I talked to you the first half hour. Why don't you don't expect me to do anything more? So I was finished with all my talking and stuff, and then like I have to like the other people arrive. I'm there just sitting down having a nice relaxing time, closing my eyes, thinking about just like trying to process some statistics in my head, finding ways of how I can change my prediction formula for COVID-19 because I have this predictions developed. I'm developing these predictions for how it will spread and when stuff will happen. So I'm thinking about that, trying to figure out how I could improve that, and then someone comes along and talks to me. They tell me, stop sleeping, that's very rude. Why are you sleeping? Very rude. Like, why you do that? Why? No, that's not very nice. I'm just trying to relax. I'm just trying to think about stuff I like maths and stuff. Why are you forcing me to socialize with people I don't even want to socialize with? And I don't even want to socialize at all. So then I go to the other end of the garden. This is a pretty big garden, so I go to the other end. This and he comes up to me and says, "Why are you over here? Very rude. Come back over here now." It's just annoying. Why? And then my dad's on the other end, on the opposite side of the shorter length, and then he's sleeping. He's allowed to sleep. Why? Why is he allowed to sleep and I'm not? I'm not even sleeping. I'm just thinking. And then we play this stupid game where I have to do something and I have to interact with these people. But I don't want to interact, so I grab some crisps and start eating them so that they can see I'm doing something and I have an excuse not to talk to them. Then when I try to talk, when I say something, they completely ignore me. Why? Just why? And something else that annoys me is people not social distancing. I was the only one there taking an effort to social distance. I mean, I was definitely social distancing when I moved away from them. But then, like, my grandma comes up to me and says, "You need to come back here now." And then, like, that's not social distancing, is it? Like, why? Just don't. Why? And then there are other people there as well trying to talk to me. It's very irritating. And that was for 5 hours. The first half an hour was completely fine. Or maybe the first half an hour to an hour was completely fine. Then the last 4.5, 4 hours was terrible. Why? And then you've also got the people other than the people in my family. They're worse. They're even worse. What? Like, none of them social distance. Like, you get massive groups of people outside, not social distancing. You get people walking down the road, not bothering to social distance. You get people you get massive amounts of people in different places. Why are there so many people in one place? You know that this virus spreads by there being lots of people. If there are lots of you, there's more of a chance that it's going to spread. And if there's more people with the virus who can spread it, then there are more people who can get the virus, and then it just starts to exponentially grow. It's stupid. People are stupid. The people who think that masks are the devil and the gift from like Satan or something. What is wrong with you? They're supposed to just stop other people from getting the virus. They're not Satan. What is wrong with your brain? Yeah, this mainly happens in America, but still, I, I just think it's just I just have the opinion that maybe America isn't going to survive the 2020s because, in my opinion, what I think is that there's going to be more pandemics. Yeah, there's going to be COVID-19. COVID-19 is going to stay for a while because how stupid people are and how the attitude towards it is so stupid. Specifically in America, like America is doing terribly at the virus at the moment. Like specifically the USA and Brazil and Chile and Peru as well. They're doing terribly, and Mexico and Colombia. Yeah, they're all doing terribly. Like places in Europe have almost defeated it. Like I can see from the data that Spain is going in an upward trend, possibly going into a second wave. But like, yeah, I don't know. It might not happen, but yeah. So Spain might be going into a second wave soon. And I think that the UK, where I live, it's going to start going to second wave in around September or October when schools are opening. Because opening schools is a terrible idea. What's your stupid idea with this? Government, do something against this education leader. Who, this guy said, "Oh yeah, the schools can open. No, the virus doesn't exist anymore. The virus exists. That's the reason why schools were closed." Because of the goddamn virus. Like, just please, someone fire this guy. Like, you can't just have people in bubbles if one person in the bubble gets the virus, everyone in the bubble is gonna get the virus. And if some 5-year-old pops the bubble, then someone if someone pops the bubble, then everyone's gonna get the virus, isn't it? It's not very hard to pop a bubble. Have you ever tried blowing some bubbles, like from a bubble machine or something? Yeah. Have you ever got like a 5-year-old or a cat who pops the bubble, sees the bubble and like, yeah, I'm gonna pop this bubble, and then they pop the bubble. Do you know how easy it is? Imagine that bubble is filled with infected people. Pop. Now all the infected people can go on and, and go to other bubbles. You know how bubbles can join together and form bigger bubbles? Yeah. Then if all of the first bubble is infected, all of the second bubble becomes infected. I know this is stupid because I'm just ranting about the name of it, really. There's no other thing that relates to a bubble. But, I mean, come on. Anyway, that was my rant over. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do it now because I'm gonna make very good videos in the future. So, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see those. And you'll be able to see me reach 100.
Hello there, I don't care. You eat pear and shave hair. I'm dying, you're dying, we're dying, everyone's dying. Stop crying, subscribe please, and like please, and hit the bell please, and don't kill cheese.